Hey guys, so I was just editing this reaction and I saw on, well, YouTube and then also on Twitter that it is actually Vince's birthday today, at least as of recording this. Right now it is 1 o'clock in the morning on the 17th here, which means it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the Philippines. So hopefully by the time that this gets uploaded, it will still be the 17th and it will still be Vince's birthday. If it's not, well then happy belated birthday. But if it is, happy birthday, Vince. I hope you had or are having, depending on when this goes up and whenever you see it, a beautiful, magical day. I hope your day is as amazingly special and awesome as you are. And yeah, just happy birthday. Mwah. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we are diving back into Why Love Why Season 2, jumping into Episode 7. Episode 6, I had some feelings and I had some opinions. I had commentary to make and I made that commentary. And then there were a couple people who put down in the comment section kind of letting me know that, or reminding me in a sense, that Chloe, the character, did mention at the beginning that she would do whatever it took to break up Benjo and Emil. So there are people who don't believe that she is actually pregnant. And that thought process did cross my mind when I was reacting to the episode, but I kind of kept it to myself because I just wanted to see I want to see how things played out. But that being said, even if she is faking and she's not actually pregnant, which we'll just have to wait and see how things develop, but even if that were the case, I still stand by everything that I was saying about how everyone was yelling at Chloe, because everyone else in the series is under the guise that Chloe is pregnant. So right now, we're just gonna assume that she is. So right now, even if she weren't pregnant, they're under the impression that she is pregnant, and they are yelling and screaming at her and villainizing her when she was more or less the victim of circumstances that happened. I went into it in my commentary there. So I still stand by everything I said in my commentary, where I feel like y'all need to calm down and stop yelling at her and stop making her the victim. Stop making her the villain when she was the victim of things that were happening here. If it does turn out that she is lying and she's not pregnant, yes, she was actually the villain, but still, I stand by the commentary I was making on that scenario, that because as far as they're concerned, she's pregnant. So that I still stand by all that stuff. But before we get into this, I want to just give a shout out to the cast and crew of the series, because they're just so amazingly kind, so amazingly sweet. I've reacted to a lot of series on this channel, if you guys haven't been keeping up, but there's only been like a handful that I've actually had like direct contact with people either in the cast or crew or on the directorial staff or just involved in the project in some way, shape, or form. And I love having that sort of direct contact with people. I love having these conversations, even if it's just, them commenting here and there or just having a like or something on Instagram or something. So I just like having that, that it just feels so cool, because like in my mind, I'm reacting to all these people, even though they may not be, famous here in the States where I am. As far as I'm concerned, everyone that I react to is like this big ass superstar over there in the Philippines or Thailand or wherever I'm reacting to the series at that particular time. So like, it's just, I'm almost kind of starstruck, and I think it's super cool when they take the time out to actually type a comment or, give a double tap or like, or to just send a message. So shout out to Vince Tenyatta, who is the director. I've had a number of conversations with him on Instagram and Twitter, back and forth and whatnot. Such a sweet guy, such a sweet guy. And also, like, pretty much everyone in the cast that I can think of has either liked a post that I've made in some way, shape, or form, and or has commented. So like Afi Africa, who is playing Lyndon, he commented on my last couple of posts on Instagram, and he actually commented on my last video, my last reaction here on YouTube to episode 6. Carla, who plays Chloe, she's commented and liked. John Ray and Carl, I've seen them like posts throughout the last couple months as well, and it just speaks volumes, because nobody has to do these things. Nobody has to go and like something that you post. Nobody has to take the time to comment. So when people do, especially people who are involved, it speaks volumes, and I'm always so appreciative of it. So appreciative of it. So thank you, Vince. Thank you to your amazing cast and crew. Thank you, Afi. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, John Ray, Carl, RC, everybody involved. Just thank you. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. All right, so let's dive on into episode 7 and just see where the hell things go.
Hey guys, you can support us by not skipping the ads.
Mga be, remember, don't skip the ads. Hey guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Always. Oh, and Phil Stagers, they retweet my reactions on their their Twitter all the time too. So just another instance where they're just sweet people.
Pinatawanan ako. Kinutya, kinain, hindi sinsilos. But I prevailed. Pinatunayan ko sa kanya that the gender preference is not and never an issue. I believe it. You are valid. I trust you, and I am confident that you will make.
Like I mentioned last time, I like that interaction that she took the time out to come and just have that moment with him.
Can I call you mom?
Sorry, hindi ko sinasadya. Hindi ko naman ginusto mo eh. Hindi sinasadya. Mahal mo ba ako? Oo. Mahal mo rin kita. Mahal mo ba siya? Hindi. Narinig mo yan! Narinig mo yan! Magkasama kami! Sinira mo kami! Kilala mo kami! Kilala mo ang pamilya namin!
Pamilya? Hindi mo tatawag na pamilya kasi hindi kayo magkakaanak!
Tama ka! Tama ka! Hindi lang may mga anak! Ang pamilya!
That's what I was talking about.
Dahil ako ni ina. Tinawagan ko siya kanina. Papunta na siya dito mamaya.
Ano?
Oo. May inong bahala kumausap sa kanya.
Cory! Gloria! Chloe! Nagchichismisan naman siya. Sandali lang po. Okay? Bagaya.
Girl, that's a mood.
Hi!
Hi, good morning!
Ikaw! Ikaw! Pumunti sa anak ko, hayop ka! Ikaw ano? Pumunti sa anak ko, hayop ka!
Si Ka Iska, ang nanay ni Chloe, ang tinaguriang leader ng mga magsasaka sa Gimba Nueva Ecija. At para takutin kami ni Emil, nagpanggap siyang commander ng mga NPA na nakapatay ng maraming bakla. As if naman maniwala kami, no? E pota sa kaba namin, naniwala nga kami.
Ang ganda ng bahay mo, mayaman ka, no? Isa kang proletarya! Kayong mga proletarya, kayo ang nagpapahirap sa aming mga manggagawa.
Ano ba pinagsasabi mong proletarian ng mga magpapahin sa mga manggagawa na yan? Sino ka ba?
Hold your ground, Lyndon.
Ako, si Commander Iska. Ako ang leader ng mga magsasaka sa Gimba Nueva Ecija.
Diyos ko! Kung magpa-arte ka naman, akala mo kung sino ka, leader ka na pala ng manggagawa ang mga magsasaka na yan? Diyos ko! Ano problema mo? Ba't sino ka? Kung hindi mo na itatanong, ako lang naman si Lyndon San Jose, ang Executive Secretary ng mga Vicente at nakakaalam sa tunay nilang kayamanan.
Girl, I didn't do nothing. Girl, I didn't do nothing. I don't even dabble near none of that. Mm-mm.
Bakla talaga to.
Oo, bakla ako ito nakikita.
Bakla ba yan? Tapos na ako nagagalit. Galit ako sa mga bakla! Galit ako sa mga bakla. Marami na ako napatay at kalahati sa kanila, bakla.
Girl.
Hindi mo nalalaman. Marami na.
Patay na.
Well, I'm gonna need you to get the hell out of my house then.
Bye!
Asan na ba yung mga danahin nyo?
Napasabog tuloy. Hindi ko na nga dinala yung AK-47 ko. Hindi. Toda siya kanina.
Bawal lang dito. Tara, dito tayo. Sige po, tuloy po kayo.
Okay, but y'all know it is your house, so like, you can have her escorted from your premises. Looks like we're returning home.
Ayun na. Tagal na, no? Kamusta ka kaya dyan? Alam mo, miss na kita eh. Pero alam mo, ang lungkot ng mag-isa. Pinipilit kong sumaya eh, libangin yung sarili ko. Tsaka, pinagdadasal ko na sana hayaan mo na akong magmahal. Alam ko naman magiging masaya ka para sa akin eh. 'Di ba? Sana bigyan mo ko ng sign.
maaari na ako magmahal ng iba. Ang hirap maging malungkot, baby.
Baby.
Benjo Vicente. Kasali ka ba sa angkan ng mga Vicente ng Gimban, Nueva Ecija?
Opo.
Di mo ba alam na nagtrabaho ako doon bilang isang magsasaka sa lolo mo sa hacienda niya?
Hindi po.
At hindi mo rin ba alam na itong anak kong si Chloe ay natira doon nang bata pa siya?
Inang, hindi po alam ni Benjo.
Naku, hindi pa alam ni Benjo na ako yung kababata niya na lagi niyang kalaro noon sa Gimba. Tandang-tanda ko pa, sa tuwing umuwi sa probinsya ang pamilya ni Benjo para magbakasyon, sabik na sabik ako. Sana hindi masira lahat ng plano ko. Ito namang si Inang. Sinabi pang galit at marami na siyang napatay ng mga bakla. Tsaka, ano ba? Halatang halata naman sila ng mga bakla. Pero, alam ko namang nasabi lang yun ni Inang dahil gusto niyang panagutan ako ni Benjo. The best ka talaga, Inang.
Hindi po alam ni Benjo.
Excuse me, Chloe. Benjo o Sir Benjo?
Girl? Child?
Ba't ko naman tatawagin ni Sir Benjo si Benjo? Eh, girlfriend niya ako.
Child?
Teka ha? Sino ka ba?
Ako naman yung totoo.
Best friend ko po.
Best friend.
Tingnan mo nga naman yan. Boyfriend ka ni Chloe, best friend mo siya, pero hindi mo ba alam? Alam mo ba, akala ko kanina mga bakla kayo? Galit na galit pa naman ako sa mga bakla.
Child?
Ito. Atin-atin lang to Si Inang, hindi lang siya basta leader ng mga magsasaka. NPA rin siya. Yung mga taong labas, totoo rin marami na siyang napatay.
Kakain na po tayo! Kain na po tayo! Kain na po tayo! Sige, kain.
Adobo?
Sige. Dali na. Parang... Sige. Sige na lang. Tama na. Tama na yun. Sige.
Guys.
Sige.
Ako na. Guys?
Sige.
Go.
Tama na.
Nagluto nga pala ako ng chop suey. Kuha lang ako sa kasama.
Sige. Kaya na. Kain ka na.
Busog ako.
I'm sorry. Hi. Mrs. Chloe Vicente. Kuno.
Of course! Ako na ang Mrs. Vicente ng bahay na to.
Let her know, Lyndon. Let her know.
That's so funny. Okay. Chloe. Paaalalahanan lang kita. Baka nagbago ang pakikitungo ng ibang tao sa'yo dito. Pero, hindi mo mababago ang katotohanan na isa ka pa rin katulad Hindi mo masisira ang relasyong Benjo at Emil dahil gagawin ko ang lahat para maproteksyonan sila. Oh my God!
Hindi ka sure. Papaalalahanan lang kita na pag ako ang pinakasalan na ni Benjo, ako na ang magiging boss mo. At tatawagin mo na akong ma'am. Ang funny nun!
Oh, the girl, don't waste your banana now. Go. I think that's what makes me more upset about. It's the most upsetting thing in this episode.
Dahil sa takot ko at ni Emil na magwala si Ka-Iska, minabuti na namin ni Emil na patulugin si Chloe sa guest room na may connecting door sa master's bedroom kung nasan kami ni Emil. Ang akala ni Ka-Iska, tabi kami matulog ni Chloe. Eh hindi ko naman nakalain na bubulahawin kami ng bruhang to. Ay, buhay nga naman.
Ay, gising!
Yo, this is too much. This is too much. I ain't got the time for it. I just... Like, Camille, if you don't get your ass up and go get this woman so we can pull off this ruse.
Alas 4 na sa amin sa Gimba. Aba, ay gising na lahat ng tao na ganito oras.
Girl, it's 4 a.m. I need you to take your ass back to bed.
Ako, nakapagbilang na ng mga itlog na kuha sa mga manok, pakain na ng baboy, nakapaglinis na ng sulat, lahat nagawa ko na!
I mean, that's your fault, not mine.
At kayo, hoy, handa na ang musan nyo kaya gumising na kayo. Gising!
What do you want? Go away.
Magandang umaga ho.
Oo.
Aga ho.
Ang aga ko ba? Ba't alas 4 na?
Opo, Sabado po ngayon.
Ay, ganun ba? Oo,
Hapon po kami gumigising pag Sabado.
Oo. Kasi ginigising ko na kaya, be. Si Chloe ba yun?
Okay.
Ano naman? Para siyang baboy na buntis na inagin. Tulog ng tulog talaga.
Kapay niyo po, sa labas na lang po tayo.
Okay, Garud.
Sige po,
May hinihingal ka? Bakit kayo hinihingal?
kasi po, sa umaga po kasi nagja-jogging ako, nag-exercise po ako para mas mabanat yung mga buto, pero hindi masyado maingay para hindi ko magising si Chloe. Opo.
O sige, handa na ang almusal ninyo? Singin mo na. Kumain na kayo. Hindi mo na tulog, ha?
Sige po.
O sige. Bye-bye.
Sige po. Good morning.
See, I ain't got the time. I just be like, listen, lady. I like dick. I like it a lot. You're in my house. You want to try and kill me? I'll fight back. I ain't got time for all these shenanigans. See, now I got my feelings about Chloe too. Girl, you better stop arching that back like this. Actually, don't stop.
Finally, magsusolo din kita. Bakit nandiyan si Ka-Iska? Ano ka ba? Kamag-alala, tutulog yun. Please, sa akin. Sorry na.
Yes, girl.
Ganun ko nga.
Praise Jesus. These shorts fit nice. Girl, don't act like you ain't seen it already. So is Chloe pregnant? I don't know. I mean, I'm inclined to believe more and more that she's not, and it's just a ruse that she's, you know, doing whatever. In which case, I mean, even if she were pregnant, I still didn't like the character, but I had like some sort of sympathy for her. But I feel like from like a directing standpoint, we specifically didn't see like any of the actual act happening. So I feel like that's intentional to just leave things kind of vague. Like, yes, it could be interpreted like, yes, things went down with them, but also we never actually saw anything go down with them. So from past experiences I've seen with Benjo, I feel like his ass could have just fell asleep on top of her, and that's all that happened. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe something happened between him and Chloe that night, but I feel like his ass might have just passed out drunk. I don't know. But yes, either way, I don't feel like she's actually pregnant now, and her plan... Like, I get in her head, kind of, sort of, this idea of breaking them up and, you know, weaseling her way in, and she's gonna force her mom, or her mom's gonna force Benjo to marry her and whatever, blah, 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 blah. But in my head, I'm just like, why? Why? Like, I would not want to be in a relationship with someone, that I couldn't do with, like, because Benjo ain't gonna touch her in any way, shape, or form, I'll tell you that right now. So, like, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody who ain't gonna give me some of the good stuff, like, but also, like, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody who I know does not want to be in a relationship with me, who's only doing this because they're being forced to under the guise that otherwise they could potentially cease to exist. Like, the last thing I want to do is be in a relationship with somebody who does not want to be in a relationship with me. So, like, I would not want to pursue this relationship. Like, it's one thing to try and seduce Benjo and whatnot, but when he clearly does not want you, like, to like try and force this relationship to happen under all of these circumstances, it's like, girl, even if he marries you, then what? Like, it's not going to be the fairy tale romance that you've romanticized in your head all these years, because he don't want you. He doesn't want you. He don't want you, girl, baby girl. You don't tickle his fancy. So I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, I wouldn't want to be in that kind of relationship. So it just seems like a colossal waste of time for as far as I'm concerned. And then all these shenanigans, running back and forth and having to keep up this guise, and like, oh no, I'm not gay. I'm dating your daughter, and he's my best friend, and like, it's a trope we've seen a million times over. It's nothing new. It makes for fun shenanigans. Like, this whole episode felt like kind of like a cheesy soap opera in a sense. Some of the like over dramatics that you would get in like a telenovela. That kind of like over the top. And you know, it's fun. It's fun, and I'm sorry, I'm scrubbing through the episode to see what else I might have missed. But yeah, all of these like ducking back and forth and trying to hide in my own household. I'm like, girl, I ain't got the time. I don't have the time. So if she wants to come up in here and say she's this big gay killer, which I got issues with that whole character choice, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. But she wants to come up in here like, yes, I've killed all these gays, I've killed all these people before, blah 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 blah. I'm like, listen, you're in my house. So if you want to come and try and kill me in my house, I'm a self-defense. I'll throw your ass out a window. Like, let's go. Let's do this. Your daughter is beautiful, but I suck dick. So you want to try and come at me? Come at me. Let's go for it. But I ain't got the time to be doing all this back and forth, hiding, and don't have the time for it, Jesus. I don't have the time for it. Yeah, so it seemed like they were about to have some sexy time, and then Chloe starts calling out Benjo. So I don't know if she's calling out from another room and, you know, just trying to summon Benjo, or if she's walking in and seeing them. I mean, at which point, like, she shouldn't be surprised because she's already seen them do all kinds of stuff when she was lurking in the earlier episode, so that shouldn't be anything new for her. But I'm quite upset that she's sitting here interrupting the sexy time, because it's been a few episodes since I've seen some sexy time between them, and I was thoroughly enjoying what I was seeing. These shorts were fitting Emil just right, praise Jesus, and he kept arching that back and throwing it back. I'm like, yes, God, praise Jesus, and now she's about to interrupt it, and there's more reasons why I don't like her. She needs to go somewhere. I'm tired of her. Carla, the actress, is lovely. She's lovely, but Chloe, she needs to go somewhere. I ain't got time for her. But yeah, the episode actually just kind of flew by. It ended a lot sooner than I was expecting, so, you know, I just gotta wait till next week to get my fix and see what's going on. See where things go. But yeah, all in all, just that's where things are. Oh yeah, and then we had the whole little pads moment, which was sad but sweet, and, you know, not relatable for me, but I get where he's coming from, in the sense where, you know, yes, she was his love, and the mother of his child, who unfortunately didn't make it. That was a sad little plot point that happened at the end of season 1, which I was, you know, sad about, because I was kind of hoping that they were both going to make it and continue to just be in love with one another and all that stuff, and raise their happy family. So I was sad to see that happen. But yeah, so obviously that was, you know, the love of his life, but he's trying to, you know, cope and move on, but it's hard. I imagine it would be hard, especially when you're that young. It's not like he's, you know, 95 or something, and, you know, she just passed or something, and, you know, he's just living out the rest of his days, whatever. It's like, no, he's still a very young guy. He's got lots of life left to live, and he doesn't want to live it alone, even though, you know, out of respect for the love of his life, he's just kind of tried to live that life. Still, he's lonely, and so he's just kind of asking for signs that, you know, she's okay with him potentially loving again. And, you know, just even more reason that I feel like they're amping up this romance between him and Kelly. Like I said before, I ship it. I'm here for it. Whether or not they decide to go down that route, or they decide to just make them friends and he ends up, you know, loving on somebody else, I don't know. But I like the idea of them together. I ship it. Yeah, that was another sweet moment that they're having there. And then we did get that little bit of backstory with Chloe. So apparently she, not summer camp, I keep wanting to say summer camp, whatever farm Benjo's family had or whatever, he would go and visit in the summer and play with her. So they had some prior meetings and whatnot. So she's been holding on to these feelings for a very, very long time. She's had this crush and she's been holding on to it for a very, very long time. He hadn't thought a thing about it. He probably forgot all about this farm or whatever. So it's interesting to see how people, like, just the smallest thing can mean the world to certain people, and they can hold on to it and develop this entire just life around this one little thing that might have happened when they were a kid, because that's really what this is boiling down to. Chloe had these interactions with him as a child, and she's crushed hardcore ever since, and now we're in the middle of this scheme with all these shenanigans. So we'll just have to wait until next week to see where this episode leads us, but either way, good stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications, you know the drill, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. Love you guys.